Hello everybody, how are you? My name is Kristen. I'm one of your fellow students for the Food Service Management class. I'm here to talk about who I interviewed with at Florio Cafe and Bakery. So here goes nothing. So the manager I interviewed, her name was Rachel Post. She's the kitchen manager at Florio, and she has been working there ever since it opened 4 years ago with Sandra Hall, the owner, and she's been on and off with them. So let's begin with the questions I've asked her. So the very first question I asked her was, what aspects of your position do you find most challenging or professionally challenging? I want to know how, this question is because it's a good heads up to see how a manager position is in a kitchen. So yeah, her response was that it's good to maintain a composure because, let's face it, being in the kitchen is stressful. And because you're leading a team that only sees what's going on rather than the actual business, service, and production. It's hard to juggle everything because you're leading this work unit while all at the same time trying to finish your production. And no one teaches you how to multitask that, so it's very difficult, she said. Okay, question number 2. What do you do to control your errors? Because on a day-to-day basis, we all control. We all make errors in the kitchen. So she says that she works on the bread station, which is it's a very hard part in the bakery. So the bread usually takes 2 to 3 days to make. So let's say on the 3rd day you make a mistake, then you lost 3 whole days of production. And not to mention the cost of the ingredients either. So you would have to really have complete control over your environment, and your organization skills, your sanitation skills. Write everything down, temperatures, and the main thing in the kitchen too, she says, your timer. It's good to have timers because if it goes off and no one's around, or if it goes off and you're not around and someone turns it off, it's always good to go and get the person whose timer went off. So yes, she said just have complete control over your workstation, and then you would have no problem at keeping those errors under control. So question number 3. Constant pressure gets to all of us all the time in the kitchen. So what do you do to control to handle pressure? I asked her. She said just to take a deep breath and take a step back, because at the end of the day, it's food, right? So, just relax, get lots of sleep, exercise. She does yoga, she claims, and she says that her motto is, okay, I'm coming in just to handle food. I'm not doing heart surgery. No one's going to die. So that's always good too. But it's also good to handle the food right, because there is, allergies, and food can be bad, but still, even so, at the end of the day, it's just food, which is true. So just take a step back, deep breaths, and continue, because pressure will get to all of us. Okay, question number 4. I asked her, what drives you to do better in your work? Rachel claims that she is competitive by nature. Then again, I think we all are in the kitchen. So she says, you just want to put your best foot forward and take pride in your work. And the way you can do that is you can show it in your work, and then your customers can see. And if you take pride in work, whether it's your organization, your sanitation, how you leave things, how you make things, attention to detail, and how fast you work, but you're gentle about it, but you're very fast too. So that always comes through. And if you have high expectations of quality and love what you do, then you would have no problem, and all your products will come out very successful. Okay, question number 5. Can you describe how you organize yourself in your job so that you create a positive atmosphere? Rachel says that everything is written down in the kitchen. So she wants you to have control over your station, and they have a prep list. They take inventory. She has every list of expectations for the morning and night shifts at Florio Cafe. There's a morning and night shift. So whatever the morning does and whatever they don't, the night would do, and whatever they don't, the morning does, vice versa, so on and so forth. And she likes that when everyone's setting up the station for the next person to come in. So as I said before, The morning station, if they leave everything good and the night people come in and everything's organized, and that's good too. So she wants everything set up properly because teamwork is key in the kitchen. And she says that if you set everything up, then everything's organized, everything's positive, you're good. You don't have to be stressed out about fixing everything else. So, question number 6. How does your management style differ from your boss, aka Sandra Hall? Rachel says that her and Sandra have different goals when it comes to the kitchen and the employees. Sandra, she oversees the team and she has hands-on job with them. She's actually in the kitchen with them working, and Rachel is the point person. If you need help with something, she will help you and walk you through it until you are confident enough to do it yourself, which is pretty good because they don't not everyone has time to teach you to do things, so you have to see everything, and then you would put that into your work and you would do everything great. So, question number 7. How do you manage employee performance? Well, at Florio Cafe, they do a performance review every 6 months for the employees. So they get handed an employee performance sheet and they fill it out. Rachel and Sandra will go through it and they will review it. And if that employee thinks they deserve a raise or something, then Rachel and Sandra will sit down with that employee and go through with them. And if they met the criteria, then they may be obligated for a promotion, a raise, or even more, because they want them to do better, obviously. And they want them to be in charge of more things because they will trust you to do that. So, yeah. So that's how they manage their employee performance. Every 6 to 8 months, they have an employee performance review. So, number 8, how do you define a dependable employee? At Florio Cafe, there's good relationships with the employees. So Rachel says that a trustworthy employee is a good employee because they want to trust you with things. They want to trust you with money. They want to trust you to take charge of something, but they also want you to be disciplined in your work. So they want you to have punctuality and take ownership in what you do. So if you make an error, tell them, because if you try to hide your errors, then it will just make everything worse. Yes, we may be mad for a bit, but we'll get over it and we'll do it over. That's how they work in the kitchen. But just take ownership in what you do and be trustworthy and discipline in your work, everything like that, so on and so forth. Question number 9. How are you getting feedback from customers and how are you using that feedback? Rachel said that at Florio Cafe they have a customer newsletter which they send out emails to everybody and they ask them a series of questions. They want straight up feedback. And what I've noticed is that at Florio Cafe they have a very vocal customers. If they are not happy with something, they will tell them. And if they're unhappy about something, they will tell them too. So they will occasionally, ask the regulars too how everything's going, and they've even received gift cards, food from happy employees. But we also have to accept the setbacks and the negative feedback that they get too. But they have very good customer relations, they said. Question number 10. How hard is it to find people, on a scale from 1 to 10? Rachel said that it's a 10. It's like everybody's taken, but then you find someone and then they're good for a week, but then they find out they're not happy with this job, or it's not what they really want to do, it's not what they thought it would be, and then they leave. So Rachel said that it's hard because there could be a series of people, but they're already taken. But then there's a series of jobs, and people are wanting to go, but then they can't find anyone. So they try to keep connections with schools, interns, stages, for they can, and get more employees. So if someone leaves or quits or something, they have connections. So that always helps too. Okay, final question that I asked Rachel was, what has been most rewarding about your career? She says she loves food. I love the hands-on work. I like how I can put my creativity into work, Rachel said. I'm not the type of person to sit around and do nothing because she needs to be moving, she says. And she says that being a baker is the best career path because she needs to be moving around. She can't just sit at one place. And she said food spoke to her, and she likes the art and design, the meditation process that comes with the making bread, but the seasonality things are exciting as well. And she said when you just see food coming in through the back, you're just like, oh, what am I going to make next, right? Or what are we going to make today? And she said food is memories. It's a full 360. Everyone has something to share, and everyone has something new to bring to the table, which is true. So throughout this interview, I have learned so much. I know how to well organize myself, how to keep going, and how to pull through when things get stressful. And this career wasn't my dream, but I'm slowly starting to appreciate food and all the things that come with it. Food to me now isn't something that just fills you up. It's more than that. It's art, it's science, it's everything. I will take everything from this interview and put it into my work now, which drives me to do better. So, well, after, conducting this interview, it makes me want to do better and show my creativity and everything, because my creativity hits me when I'm in constant pressure. So, I hope that I can really pull forth through my last quarters at Kendall College. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you take all the feedback and all the questions and responses as well and use them in your own career path or your own industry or anything else that might help you forth and on. Thank you so much.